Yep. So the Switch 2 has came, and what I think about the Switch 2, well, my memory card hasn't came in yet, so I only have a few games, and so and yeah, my island's right now on the new system, and I have to have a little bit of a size comparison. I think I'm gonna be keeping my Switch 1 for a little while. Yeah, I'm probably going to be starting I might be starting a new island on my on my previous Switch here, because I think it's that is here. But yeah, this is my island, and has successfully transferred over. And the size comparison is that it's not too much bigger. It's a little bigger. A little bit of size comparison. One thing I hate. There's a couple of my pet peeves of the system is my pet peeves of the systems. I can't is that yeah, I don't have the micro SD express card, which is an issue here, and we have 1 terabyte. So this one's 200. This one here is 256 gigabytes or 231 or whatever it is here. But this is going to be a big issue here because you can't tell. I mean, hopefully Nintendo makes its update for the system to support SDUC cards. Like that. But anyway, they did improve the sounds of the thing here. It's actually more of exciting here of what the Nintendo Switch is here. But hopefully they'll be able to have some things here. It's a couple and yes, these are the new Joy-Cons. This is how you detach it. There's a little bit of a lever in the back. It just detaches like this here. Now, and this is how you enjoy it. There's like no holes here, and it just attaches like that here. And so I think that's a pretty much an improvement. So there's no rails like this here. So I mean, these rails, they wear out over time. So this is what they have. I mean, that's what a couple of improvements that they have here. Yeah, it's an LCD screen. They went back to LCD screens like that here. And a couple of the rants about GameStop is, I don't know how the GameStop could screw us up here by stapling the receipt, which damages people's systems here, and especially for the fact that that many people got their systems damaged, especially when they went through the hassle of pre-ordering the Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch 2, and I came up here and I was pissed because I'm one of the, and luckily mine came from mine did not hang here because I pre-ordered from another location here. But I'm gonna say that again, the rant that I have on the Switch, the rant that I have on this one is I have a GPD Win 4 that is 2.5 times the amount of memories. I mean, my GDP Win 4 spanks this thing here, and yet that thing can handle regular SD cards, which this Switch 2 can't. So like yeah, you want to. So yeah, like why don't you just replace it with 2 terabyte drive cards? No, you can't do it. I mean, it'll just give you an error out here. And this is why I can't do it over here. That's why I only have a few games at the moment. Until I can get my 1 terabyte SD card, which just still isn't enough in this one system here, because games are going to be bigger, and 256 gigabytes just isn't going to be enough for this. It's going to be enough for this thing here. I mean, I hopefully Nintendo will support SD cards. Now, as far as the kickstand is here, it's better than the OG Switch, the regular one here, but not as good. But I think it's a downgrade from the Switch OLED, which the kickstand is the entire flap here on the OLED here, unlike the but this one here, I think they probably should have kept the whole thing of a flap instead of the U-shaped kickstand. Yeah, it's better than the regular one, but I think they probably should have went through like that to make a more thing of a kickstand here. And yes, they do have the SD card slot. It fits over here. This is where my new SD cards can be coming here. But no, you can't use the 2 terabyte SD cards here. So this is my take to the Switch 2. And the other news that I'm having here is that I'm hearing that the sales are dropping here. The sales are dropping like a cliff at this point. And some people think, oh, this is, you know, expensive here. And I do remember that from the 3DS. That thing was $249. People were pissed that the price was too high, which forced Nintendo to drop the price to $179 and gave the people who paid $249 to the ambassador program. So I don't know what Nintendo's going to be doing about this, about these here. But yeah, my story about the pre-ordering the Switch, I was pissed the first night. I could not pre-order the system. You know, yeah, the fiasco, GameStop kept crushing out like there, and now I'm glad I didn't go to GameStop because they do the stupid thing about stapling the receipt. But even that, why didn't you staple on the rear of the thing here? You didn't mess up the unit itself here. So yeah, the Switch has arrived. I, you know, did this full system transfer. I gotta wait for that memory card to come in, but even 1 terabyte just isn't enough. So yeah, my Switch 2 has arrived. My island's on there. I think I'll start a new island on my old Switch. And so yeah, it's my pet peeves. I think the review of the systems is, yeah, the Joy-Cons, the magnetic ones. You just put it there and like that here. But yeah, the problems, the kickstand, it's not as good as a kickstand on the OLED. The other thing is the storage. Nintendo needs to think about updating the storage to support SDUC cards. That one goes up to 128 gigabytes RAM here. So yeah, JD out and my Switch 2. And yes, my Gameville Island is here. And yeah. I think the Switch 2 will be kind of, well, the Switch 2 is going to be kind of like the 3DS. Just put some more good games out there, and like this here. It's wedding season, that's why I had the chapel here. And yes, Mira. And yes, T-Balt Mira is still in here. It's my house. I use the nice using those using these things as a room divider. And yeah.